Tonight, the Major K Squad is investigating a shooting that left one man dead and injured a woman and child. It happened just after 1:30 this morning inside a St. Peter's home. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Kelly Jackson.
And I'm Mike Bush. Tonight, we're learning more about the victims of the shooting while investigators search for the shooter. 5 on your side's Mercedes McKay joins us live from the scene after speaking to neighbors and police. Mercedes.
Mike and Kelly, we just learned within the last hour and a half, the man who was killed has been identified as 57-year-old Darin Gosejohan. A source also tells us that the injured victims are his wife and daughter. Now you can see behind me that the crime scene tape is still up here around the home while neighbors try to wrap their heads around what exactly happened last night.
It makes me a little nervous. It make anyone a little jumpy and nervous, but stuff happens. It's the climate of today.
Matthew Jones describes Sunday night as normal.
I didn't really think much of it at first because usually there's some cars speeding every once in a while around here late at night. So I didn't really think much of it, to be completely honest.
But daylight revealed a different story. Just steps away from his home, crime scene tape and police began to take over.
Right around 1:40 in the morning, our police officers here at St. Peter's received a call to respond to the 1600 block of Country Acres Drive for a shooting that just occurred inside of a residence.
Sergeant Melissa Doss with St. Peter's Police and Major K Squad says when officers got there, they found 3 people who had been shot. A 57-year-old man who had died, then a 45-year-old woman and a 13-year-old girl who were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
At this time, we don't think that there's a threat on the public. However, we are investigating all avenues at this point.
18 investigators were on the case and still working hours after the initial call. A call that was not only difficult for police.
It's hard for us to understand how anybody could harm a child.
But neighbors too.
Absolutely, anytime a child is involved, there's an innocence there that's lost.
While investigators are still trying to figure out who exactly did this.
We don't get many homicides, so this is definitely something that is unusual for us.
Neighbors just want to make sure they don't have anything to worry about.
It's shocking when something like that does happen and it's somebody that you recognize or know.
Police are asking anyone with information to call the St. Peter's Police Department or Crime Stoppers. You can remain anonymous. Police are asking anyone in the area also for any ring camera footage or to say anything they might have seen that could help with this investigation. Live in St. Peter's, Mercedes McKay, 5 on your side.